Hi, this is Marini here, and from the topic, Let Freedom Ring in Your Finances, I am recording this in the month of January, and where I live, we just celebrated and honored the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who was a profound and prolific civil rights leader. And the term Let Freedom Ring was used in his famous I Have a Dream speech. But instead of talking about civil rights, we're going to be talking about your finances. And one of the ways that you can have financial freedom is by knowing exactly where you are in your finances and also planning a goal, setting a goal of where you want to be. For myself, I've made it a goal this year to pay off my final student loan, and I am very, very excited. A few years ago, it looked like there was not a light at the end of the tunnel for me with paying off this debt, but I see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's not very far off, so I have made it a goal and committed this year to make sure that's paid off. Now, the first thing you want to do to get that liberty and not feel that you're so overwhelmed by your finances and debt, as I said, is to know where you are, meaning write down exactly how much money that you owe for everything. If you're paying for your mortgage, if you're paying a car payment, if you have student loans, personal loans, credit card debt, things of that nature, you need to write all of those things down, the exact dollar amounts that you owe, write down what your monthly payment is for each of those items, whatever interest rate you have, and also the term of those particular items. Second, and you can choose, I know some people maybe do a debt snowball, some people like the small wins. For myself, my student loan is my small win because it's easier right now for me to pay off my student loan than it is to pay off my mortgage. I shouldn't say easier, but that balance is a lot lower for the student loan, which is why I made that my personal goal for this year. So make sure that you are currently paying that debt and that it's paid on time. That does a tremendous thing to keep you in great standing with that lender or that particular creditor, but also it helps your credit score. And the second thing that you may want to consider is putting additional money or paying additional money each and every month on that particular item you are looking to pay off. For myself, I looked at how much money I get paid each month and decided these are some things I may want to cut back on because I have the goal of paying off a loan. And for me, it was eating out a bit less. So preparing meals at home, not feeling that I have to stop and run and grab something out to eat, but making sure that I am prepared ahead of time, having snacks in the car as well if I know I won't be back quite in the time frame I'd prefer, to make sure I have my lunch or dinner, things of that nature. Another thing you may want to consider besides you're planning ahead, writing it down, allocating additional income, or after you've decided how much income you're going to allocate towards paying off that debt, it also is a good idea to identify how you will pay for those extra payments. So if you, for instance, if you want to pay an extra $100 a month and you get paid from your job or your source of income weekly, then you can say, I'm putting aside $25 a week and that will go towards this particular debt. And I will be earning that extra money, whether it's from your job, whether it's from a side hustle, getting an extra. Some people I've seen get a part-time job, especially during the holiday season, and use that extra income to pay off a debt, pay down a credit card, save for vacation, things of that nature. Or I've also seen where people have sold items. So if you have personal items that you no longer use, that are gently used and can be used by someone else, then you may want to consider having a yard sale. Now, what many people do these days is instead of physically having a yard sale, they'll post items maybe on an online community board on Facebook, whether it's for their neighborhood, for their particular city, and just let people know I have this item for sale, and the proceeds from that sale of that item or items can be used to help pay down debt. Also, if you get bonuses at your job, or perhaps you are expecting an income tax refund, consider using some of those funds to pay down your debt as well. And you will find that once you set that in your heart, you'll start to think of creative ways to earn additional income so that you can make that dream a reality and have that off of your chest and not be so consumed or overwhelmed, or some people feel ashamed of the debts that they have. So let me know in the comments below what debt you plan to tackle this year. And if you're brave, let me know the amount of debt that you plan to eliminate or reduce or pay off this year. And I look forward to hearing from you and looking forward to you continuing with me on my personal journey. But this is Marini signing off, and I will see you soon.